best part about being a realtor is that we get to meet a lot of people with very different backgrounds and exciting lifestyles.
Today we're here at the Carlsbad Executive Jet Center to meet with one of our clients who started an exciting new business, and their business is about to take off.
Frank, it's so nice to see you again.
And it's great to see you both. Sean and Helena, yeah. I'm so glad you could make it today. Right now we're at Carlsbad Airport, in Palomar Airport, specifically in the city of Carlsbad, Southern California. We are currently at what's called an FBO, which, as you can see, is an excellent, luxurious private entryway for those that are flying private aviation. So many people will come here, they'll go down this hallway and exit straight out those doors right to their jets that they have waiting for them. Many times there'll be clients who want, for privacy reasons and convenience, will go straight through nonstop with their luggage on board. So the ability of convenience and privacy, the avoidance of COVID going through commercial airports, and the fact that smaller airports that this type of jet service would support can take you into cities that commercial jets will never get you into. So it's an excellent arrangement. The other thing I'll point out real quick is that surprisingly, studies have shown that of the many thousands of families that can afford to fly luxury and ultra type jets, only 10% of them are actually flying. So the market in this area is just incredible, and the potential is outstanding in the years to come.
That's fantastic.
That's great. I tell you, we sure could get used to flying like this, Frank.
Oh, we all could.
That's my kind of airport. Look at this place. It's so beautiful, so nice and bright.
So why don't we head on down, and then we can go out and look at the planes themselves.
That'd be great.
All right.
Boy, what a beautiful day out here on the airport today. Brian, I know you've got a pretty significant background when it comes to aviation, and obviously you guys are doing some very unique things here in this space. So why don't you tell us a little bit about how you got started?
Well, thanks, Sean, for the question. It's been a long road to get here. It's about 35 years in the trade, about 600 airplanes sold. How Mint came about is I found a place in the industry where there was a deficit, and we needed to build and create something to not affect the top line revenue of the businesses. So we sat down and looked at the problem and wrote a business plan around it. It took years to finally narrow down what it was. Took it to Frank, who's a banker, and he looked at it and shook his head a couple times and said, not quite, so went back and rewrote it again.
Make a few adjustments here.
Oh my God, a lot, you have no idea.
So I guess you are literally taking the business off the ground now, right?
Literally. We've just finished the due diligence within Toro Capital.
I see.
We just finished the third-party due diligence done by another corporation that's all they do, and they're preparing us for the broker-dealer network and the family office et al. In the United States. And we just did the first event a couple weeks ago, just kind of a primer to get things going. Frank and I will be off in Florida here in a couple weeks visiting with a group that's out there that's interested in what we're doing. And it's literally happening now. We're getting a lot of traction. We're pretty excited.
So the offering itself is 35 to 50 million equity offering we're doing. Right. $1 million minimum investments. And what we're setting up for various reasons I'll explain further is an 8% convertible preferred. So it will be 8% dividend per year, cash. Or what's unique to us is that the customer, the clients, the investors, can take that 8% and use it as accrued interest payments for flying private on our planes. So what we're doing is taking, and we're going to be buying planes such as this and others we'll talk about. We're going to be leasing them with pre-approved select charter operators around the country that are national. And we're expecting them, and they've agreed that they can meet certain minimum flying requirements And with that, we'll have returns we're expecting in the high 20, low 30% range per year. And this is cash flow. So it's not just accounting returns, it's real cash flow.
Yeah, seems like a real profitable business.
He's the banker. He knows all these numbers like you have no idea.
So now let me ask you about one thing. So tell us about this airplane. You said something before that I thought was very interesting. Tell me about it.
So this is a Citation 10. This is the fastest corporate aircraft on the planet.
Wow.
I should say, when it was built.
All right.
We track speeds in percentages of Mach. So most airplanes go at 7.7 to 8.2 of Mach.
Mach is the speed.
And Mach is the speed of sound.
Right.
This airplane, I actually got to join the 700 Mile Club. We brought this airplane home the other day, and I got to go 700 miles an hour. Wow. So we were at 9.1% of Mach, and the airplane was just. We came down from Northern California, and we were over Ventura at 41,000 feet when we started to let down into here, and 8 minutes later we were on the ground here. Wow. It's stunning how fast the airplane is.
So coast to coast, what travel times for a plane like this?
It's at least 45 minutes faster than a Gulfstream or a large airplane. It can be as much as an hour compared to the airlines.
And what's the range on a plane like this?
3,000 miles. You can get 13 of your closest friends and go to Europe without stopping.
Okay, so to charter a plane like this, what are you looking at in terms of cost?
These airplanes are quoted on an hourly basis. This airplane, a Super Mid, goes out for about $4,500 an hour. The heavy jets start at around $5,500 an hour, and then like a Boeing business jet is like $13,500 an hour to run it, and it's point to point, so you're charged just for the time you're on the airplane, and then the charges for landing and stuff like that. So it's not for the delicate when it comes to the cost to run it, but when you compare it to other ways, other offerings that are out there at this level, it's a pretty economical way to go.
And the other part of it is for corporate use. You can put multiple employees on. It's cheaper than commercial, and this will go into airports that commercial will never go into, either because they physically can't or they just don't have a route for it.
In the United States, there's 500 airports that the airlines will go to. You notice there's no airline service here. We're at Palomar.
Right.
There's 5,000 of these types of airports in the United States. Last night we were in Missoula in one of our airplanes. We're going to a place called Opelika later on today in the Challenger, and it's 45 minutes with traffic from Miami or Fort Lauderdale.
So the beauty of private aviation lies in the fact that it's convenient and it's safe, and the fact that a wealthy person can pull up with their own car in front of their plane and take off to wherever their destination is. So it's a unique way to travel, but a wonderful way to get from one place to another.
And Frank, not to mention pure luxury, right?
Exactly.
Seems like the only way to fly, guys.
It is the only way to fly, and I think it's safe to say that once you fly private, you don't want to fly commercial.
What a great day.
Yes, I can definitely get used to this lifestyle and fly like this. I don't want to fly anymore.
Hold on a second. We got to sell a few more homes before we get to that level.
No. I'm very serious.
No, we're going to stick to commercial for the time being. And besides, you love their free pretzels.
Yeah, right.